Okay, fantastic. How are you tonight?
You see, no, you notice anything?
No, you don't have your neck brace on.
Right, right. I just went to the doctor and he said, don't need it.
Congratulations.
Thank
I see
you.
a whole bunches of heartses and thumbs up and applauses and claps. That's beautiful. So, well, congratulations on making a record book recovery for a 90-year-old broken neck.
Yeah, I know.
That's exciting. That's exciting. Well, Dr. Prasad, we're going to talk about the part
Yes,
of the body that sits on the neck tonight. We're going
yes,
to talk
right.
about our brain and our eye health tonight.
Yes, yes.
We want to welcome everybody who's joining us tonight. We want to welcome our engaged customers and visitors. Thank you for joining us tonight. We're going to talk about two of my very favorite products. We're going to talk about Brain Boost and Eye Boost. And Dr. Prasad, the Brain Boost was the very first product that we partnered on when you and I became partners after the Micro
Yes.
Daily products.
Yeah.
In fact, I'll never forget when you and I decided, well, when you decided to join Engage and partner with us and partner with our community to bring these amazing products. The first thing you said was, Dave, we can do some things to help with the brain health because so many people are struggling with dementia, Parkinson's, and so many other issues. And you felt that we could do something that could help people with their brains. And so that was exciting when we launched that product.
Yep.
Well, Dr. Prasad, let's get it going. What do you say?
Okay.
We got a fantastic crowd tonight, and we're going to share with you two products that we haven't talked about on a call for quite a while, Dr. Prasad. It's been a good while since we've talked about eye and brain health.
Yes.
Two products specifically formulated to address areas that as we age, these two areas in our bodies certainly age and start to cause us trouble. I want to remind everybody as we get started tonight that these statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, prevent any disease. What we're going to talk about is we are going to talk about products that will empower your body to be optimally healthy, specifically tonight, your brain and your eyes.
Yes.
We want to talk first of all about the challenge with our brain health. A lot of people, as they get older, they start to experience a mental fog. As they get older, they start to experience decreasing brain function, and we're going to talk about the reasons for that. The decrease in the brain function impacts memory. And so people, as they start to get older, they're like, oh, I can't quite remember that. I hear that all the time as people start to age. And so just simply aging, our brain starts to wear out, and our brain has been, if you want to say, attacked for decades and decades of our lives by antioxidants, by free radicals, which we're going to talk about. And that all also leads to a decrease in our mitochondria health. And our mitochondria are little fuel centers. They're what gives us the energy from our muscle, our minds, our entire body. That's our fuel cells. And so we start to lose our mitochondria health, which then also impacts energy. So we're going to talk about brain health tonight. And we're going to talk specifically about Dr. Prasad's formulation of Brain Boost. We want to talk about how you can keep your mind sharp. And we're going to talk about how micronutrients that Dr. Prasad has both discovered and formulated into the Brain Boost cross the blood-brain barrier and promote a reduction in oxidative stress in the brain, promote an enhanced brain membrane health, which is critical to the structure of your brain. And these lead to improved cognitive function, which the benefits we experience are clearer thinking, more focus, elevated daily energy, and the elevated daily energy is specifically related to our mitochondria increasing, so growing our mitochondria. In addition, we're going to talk about our eyes and the challenges that our eyes has. Once again, from birth all the way as we age, our eyes are under constant attack. We have the UV rays and radiation from the sun. We have a lot of time in front of screens now, our phones specifically, and our computers. When I was growing up, a lot of what they call blue light devices that are creating free radicals in our eyes, and these free radicals create a highly oxidative and damaging environment for our bodies, and are the result of simply being in an environmentally toxic world and getting older. And so we're going to talk about the eye, and specifically, we're going to talk about Eye Boost, which can enhance your vision. And Eye Boost is specifically formulated to promote the reduction in free radicals, oxidative stress, and inflammation in the eye. And Dr. Prasad, we're going to talk about the eye as a highly oxidative area of the body. By fighting these free radicals, oxidative stress, and inflammation, this is a very effective way to promote long-term eye health and vision health, and provide eye relief from eye strain and fatigue from your eyes. I don't know how many of you are, but I know as I started getting older, before Eye Boost specifically, my eyesight was getting worse almost every year, and I had a lot of fatigue, especially at the end of the day. Super excited to talk about Eye Boost because it's a product that has radically impacted my life for better, and so many others, literally thousands of people who are taking it. In addition, it's interesting. It helps create just a more crisp and clear contrast sensitivity. It can help promote that in your in your eyesight. So we want to talk about Eye Boost tonight, and we'll talk about also, Dr. Prasad, the eye. You know, there's a lot of things like cataracts, glaucomas, etc., that are a result of oxidative stress, and how by reducing oxidative stress there can be benefit that people experience with all of that. So that's to lay the table and set the agenda. That's what we're going to talk about. And so, Dr. Prasad, let's get into the science, and let's start with the brain boost. How does that sound?
Yeah. Before, you must know what causes the brain to like brain fog, all the challenges that David you mentioned. What are the causes of that? Once you know the causes of that, then you can devise a plan how to reduce them, and then you are ahead. And causes of a plan, you should know it. When you are young, say at the age of 20 or 30, 25, 30, and you are not taking any antioxidant, your brain uses 20% of respired oxygen to generate energy by the mitochondria. Without oxygen, mitochondria cannot generate energy. And so then what happens while mitochondria is generating energy, as a byproduct, extensive amount of free radicals are formed. Not only that, mitochondria takes so much oxygen that 2% of unused oxygen leaks out of mitochondria and produce additional free radicals. And as you know, when a lot of free radicals are damaged and so on, then chronic inflammation sets in motion.
Dr. Prasad, an analogy comes to mind when I hear that. I think about when I put gasoline in my car. So that's like putting oxygen in the brain, right? So you take gasoline, you put it in your car. Then the car has an engine, which is like the mitochondria, and it burns that gasoline. And burning that gasoline creates energy so the car can go forward. But in the process of burning that gasoline, there is a byproduct, which is the exhaust that we get rid of. So what I heard you say is it's like the brain is taking in all this oxygen, the mitochondria are processing it, but a lot of that oxygen then gets released as like a byproduct into the brain, and that creates these free radicals, which are constantly attacking our brain cells. Is that a fair analogy?
That's correct. So the question is that nature should have provided brain adequate amount of antioxidant to protect against free radical damage. Opposite is true. Brain has the lowest level of antioxidant than any other organ. So that's why after the age of 20, every 10 years, 1 or 2% of neuron is lost because of continuous, you can't repair if you don't have antioxidant in your body. And eventually, if you lose a lot, then you develop all kind of brain-related diseases. And so the question is what causes them? We know that. How to reduce them? Well, one way of reducing it to increase antioxidant, not any antioxidant, the formulation of antioxidant which can reduce oxidative stress, and inflammation in the brain at the same time. No other product except the microRelay EMF can do it. So you can use one or two, because if you use one antioxidant, many times people use it, they get oxidized and it generates a lot of, and become a pro-oxidant like free radicals rather than as antioxidant. So you have to provide brain additional amount of free radicals. And so we've said, okay, we have micro daily EMF, but that may not be sufficient. We said we want to improve more antioxidant in the brain. And so we developed this brain boost. And brain boost has a two, curcumin
Just
and
one second, Dr.
resveratrol.
Prasad. Let me get to that slide. But before we get to that slide, I want to talk about, you're talking about the brain and not having sufficient.
Oh, that's your slide already has it. So what I was talking about.
Yep, you were just talking about this. And so,
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
talking about how the brain has the lowest levels of antioxidants in the body, in the body. But what I remember you talking about in a previous lecture that you gave, it's like God or nature played a cruel trick on our brain, meaning that it made it highly susceptible to free radicals and oxidative
Yes.
stress, but also God or nature, however you want to say it, provided us a temporary defense against that, in that the brain has way more neurons than what we need to function. And therefore, as we age, as we're losing neurons, it takes, 20, 30, 40 years before the body starts to, the brain starts to, if you want to say, perform at a lower level. Is that correct?
That's correct. Yeah. So
And
you
so,
need additional antioxidant for protection. And that's why we develop, and go ahead.
yeah, you developed the brain boost because basically, if I remember right, you said half of us who get to 80 will have some kind of a brain issue. We'll have dementia,
Yeah.
Alzheimer's,
I mean, you could,
Parkinson's,
yeah,
loss
you
of
could have
memory.
loss of, temporary loss of memory, like most of the people in 50, 60 years of age. And if you don't intervene in anything, and that mechanism is different. Mechanism of short-term memory loss at the age of 50, 60 is damage to the synapse. And again, that is damage is caused by oxidative stress. But other types of neuron, you call it neuronal damage. But in this case, even the damage to synapse can cause memory loss.
Well, so
But
Dr.
anyway, go
Prasad,
ahead.
number one, this is why I'm really grateful. About 10 years ago, we launched Brain Boost because I was in my early 50s. So I've had the benefit of Brain Boost for almost a decade now.
Yes.
I just want everybody to know that the sooner you start taking Brain Boost, the sooner you're starting protecting your brain and help giving your brain the boost it needs to function at its highest level. So now let's talk about some of these consequences of high oxidative stress, Dr. Prasad.
Yeah.
Let's give some specifics. Why don't you talk specifically about what happens to the brain as we age?
Yeah, see loss of 1% neuron per year from the brain, annual decline in the brain volume, and induce chronic inflammation. You know that anytime you have a high level of oxidative stress, they induce chronic inflammation. Increased oxidative stress and chronic inflammation contribute to frequent memory loss in older individuals. And they also cause Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson's disease, and other neurodegenerative disease. This is a fact. Nobody can argue it.
And once again, we know this happens because of oxidative stress. And so by minimizing oxidative stress, we're going to experience benefit. So let's talk about, this is a little more science.
Very
Let's
interesting.
talk about the consequences of these high oxidative stress.
Yeah, increased oxidative stress enhances production of beta amyloid, which kill nerve cell by producing free radical causing Alzheimer's disease. It's very important to remember how important this statement is. And this is supported by many, many published literature. Increased stress also causes hyperphosphorylation of tau protein, which participates in the progression of Alzheimer's disease. Increased oxidative stress also causes enhanced production of alpha-synuclein, which initiate the and promotes Parkinson's disease. You can see how much increased oxidative stress does it. And so once you know the causes, then you can say, okay, how I can do that, reduce it. Protection of the brain from the oxidative and inflammatory damage. The brain is daily exposed, we said that. So what we have added it, inflammation. Therefore, extra antioxidant and extra anti-inflammatory agent are needed. Resveratrol and curcumin exhibit powerful antioxidant and anti-inflammation activity. Therefore, they were added to the brain. Also, for another reason, resveratrol was added to the brain because it increases the formation of new mitochondria. So the more mitochondria you have, more energy will be produced. In addition to that, we added a additional coenzyme Q10 and B vitamin 3 because they enhance the capacity of mitochondria to produce more energy. This is very
So
simple.
one of the benefits of Brain Boost is an increase in long-term energy, right?
Yes, yes, it is. It is because if you take daily, and this is very important, that is so simple idea, but not many people follow it.
Well, we've got Brain Boost to do it. And so now in addition, you've got some ingredients
Yeah.
in
See,
Brain Boost to help the membrane in our brain.
yeah. You see, the brain has the highest level of lipid content. Lipid, meaning all the membranes are made of lipid. And lipids and the membranes, therefore, are very sensitive to oxidative damage, very sensitive to oxidative and inflammatory damage. So we thought that, well, we can increase this formation if the new mitochondria are formed, new the membranes are formed. Then, since they are very sensitive to free radicals, if we provide additional free antioxidant, they could be protected, newly formed. Otherwise, newly formed membrane all the time it happens, but they are not protected. Then they get damaged. Therefore, we added two precursors of membrane. One is called phosphatidylcholine, another is called phosphatidylserine. And they were added to make a form new membrane. And once the new membrane are formed, they are protected because we also have added a powerful antioxidant in addition to microdaily EMF, curcumin, and resveratrol. Yeah,
So you
this is
like to
very
talk
important.
about how taking Brain Boost with micro daily EMF is like
Yeah, this is very
supercharging it.
important to remember. Micro daily EMF is the only product in the marketplace that I know of that can reduce not only in the brain but every place by simultaneously reducing oxidative stress and chronic inflammation by increasing antioxidant enzymes as well as antioxidant compounds. Yeah, you see,
Okay.
this is very, very important. These are the formulation of this.
So micro daily and Brain Boost are formulated to work in combination. So Dr. Prasad, I've listed here all the key ingredients. We've just talked about a few of them. Talk about niacin, that's vitamin B3, right?
Yeah, that's vitamin B3. Yes,
And
vitamin B3 is
that's there
very
that's for energy, right?
for because the mitochondria without vitamin B3 cannot generate energy.
Okay, and then choline is phosphatidylcholine.
Only this is for the precursor of the membrane. One of
So
the
this is for the
precursor of the
membrane,
membrane.
that's for the structure. So leucine, talk about the leucine.
Yeah, leucine this is amino acid. It is important, but it is not that important. But we put it there because it is maybe important for the brain membrane.
Okay, so that's an additional membrane. The curcumin is for
Powerful
an
antioxidant.
antioxidant to fight the inflammation or the free radicals, right?
Yeah, very powerful.
And then
And
phosphatidylserine is another membrane
membrane precursor, yeah.
compound.
And
And
resveratrol,
and then the
it is not only a
resveratrol.
powerful antioxidant and anti-inflammation, it also increases the number of new mitochondria. So your brain can produce more energy all the time.
Okay, and then the resveratrol is for energy and the mitochondria.
A new mitochondria, formation of new mitochondria.
So Dr. Prasad has practiced once again CQF, putting the right combination in the
Yeah.
right quantity and in the right form to come together and work synergistically with your brain and your body, but also to even be a significant boost to our core product, Micro Daily.
Exactly. It is very important, I think, for brain function. That is some other time when we talk core 4. Collagen peptide is absolutely essential as a part of improving brain function while you are aging. And
So
therefore,
collagen is another important
in
product.
another time we discuss that, but that is very important. I wanted to remind everybody the collagen peptide, which is most neglected in a treatment in the clinical world. Never ask question, do you take micro daily? No. I mean the collagen peptides, no. And there
Well,
has
Dr.
been, so
Prasad,
that is some other day.
we have some news tonight to give people on collagen. So at the end of it, I'll have a really fun surprise for everybody. So I'm glad you mentioned collagen.
Okay.
So just want to remind everybody now, just kind of re-summarize what we've just talked about. The Brain Boost is formulated to keep your mind sharp. It has micronutrients that cross the blood-brain barrier and promote reduced oxidative stress in the brain, enhances your brain membrane health, which leads to improved cognitive function, promotes clear thinking and focus. It supports an elevation in your daily energy, which is created by increase in your mitochondria. So
Growth.
that's the core benefits of Brain Boost. So if you feel like you've got brain fog, I mean, as you're aging, you know you need to do things to support and promote your brain health, because as we get older, our brains are certainly being attacked and we're starting to lose function in our brain. This is a product formulated to help all of us to live a more
Yeah.
clear,
Because until you
healthy,
reduce
happy life.
oxidative stress and inflammation in the brain, you are not going to go anywhere.
Well, Dr. Prasad, I want to talk about our eyes. Our eyes are constantly exposed to environmental stressors. We talked about
Yes.
UV rays, digital screens. These accelerate the natural aging process.
Yeah.
A significant number of our population, as we get time, start to have vision problems. This includes glaucoma. This
Yeah.
includes cataracts. And for most of us, like myself included, this included my eyesight going. My distance eyesight was going, as was my reading eyesight. And as you all can see, I'm reading on my screen, no glasses. In fact, every time I've been going to the eye doctor over the last 4 or 5 years, I've been getting a better prescription, which just blows me away. But I'm very diligent, twice a day on the eye boost. So for me, I'm a big time believer in the eye boost, especially in trying to be healthy in a digital age. They spend extended time. I think that I've seen upwards of 7, 8, 9 hours a day people are spending on their phones. This is leading to a lot of stress on our eyes. And I think eye boost is more relevant today than ever because of that.
Yeah.
Also, blue light and digital effects. iBoost is specifically formulated to address these modern challenges using powerful antioxidants and key nutrients to protect against these harmful effects of blue light and digital devices. And so supporting our eyes with these ingredients is going to help to slow down the aging of our eyes. And that's what we all want. I don't know about you, Dr. Well, I know all of us, our eyes are our window into life. And so being
No, I
able to
think
see,
without I rather
right? Being able to see is such a blessing, and iBoost has been a blessing to me. Dr. Prasad, you want to talk about free radicals in the eyes?
Yes. See, I structurally, retina is like your lens. Take a photograph and send it to the brain. So, but it is highly oxygenated part of the eye, retina. And so if you have a lot of oxygen, you will generate a lot of free radicals. And all the external factor, David, that you mentioned, they all generate free radicals because oxygen is there. And so the question would be, how do you protect it? Well, we have antioxidant, we have the what you call brain boost and macro daily EMF. But is that sufficient? No, it is not sufficient. Why? Because eye pigment has a human pigment, has a two pigment. Human eye have two pigment, lutein and zeaxanthin. So all the clinical study has been performed was using zeaxanthin and lutein, and they have produced a benefit in macular degeneration, so on and so forth. Some benefit, but not much. So zeaxanthin, so when I was trying to develop this thing, I said, I can do just lutein and zeaxanthin. They're already product. Is there any new thing I can do it? And I started reading about researching for. Finally, after a few days of research, I found that eagle bird is very sharp eagle. They can see from their prey from high in the sky and grab it. Very nice. So I said, eagle has, but what kind of antioxidant they have? Well, they have not only lutein and zeaxanthin, but they also have additional one astaxanthin. Then I did a lot of research on astaxanthin. I found out that astaxanthin is the only antioxidant which accumulates the retina part of the eye several times more than any other lutein or zeaxanthin. So I said, well, I will add astaxanthin. And I looked the toxicity, no toxicity whatsoever. So I said, well, to be different and unique, I will add not only zeaxanthin and lutein, but also added astaxanthin.
Well, and Dr. Prasad, as we've researched the eye market, lutein and zeaxanthin, there's been, National Institute of Health has done some serious research and validated those products as highly effective for eye health and promoting eye health. But by you adding astaxanthin, you've really taken our eye boost into a whole new category because we don't
Different
see
level,
anyone
yeah.
that's got all of those ingredients.
Because it also, in addition to that, it protects both inside and outside of the cell membrane, which is very important.
So the results that myself and so many others are experiencing, there's some very good reasons for it. So let's just talk about real quickly these unique features of iBoost again. So lutein and zeaxanthin, these are antioxidants that have been scientifically validated as benefiting eye health. Astaxanthin, it's a powerful antioxidant that selectively accumulates in the retina to protect it from free radical damage.
Right.
And it works on the inside and the outside of the membrane. Then you've also added mixed carotenoids. Can you talk about why you've added those?
Mixed carotenoid for same reason that carotenoid generally accumulate little more in eye, and also it is important for your general health. And vitamin C and E and zinc was added. Vitamin C and vitamin E was added just to stabilize the product. It has no significance in terms of a value in eye because we get a lot of vitamin C and E from microdaily EMF.
Right.
And zinc is also important because it also improves the membrane functions like immune function mostly. And so I think what most critical one is lutein, zeaxanthin, astaxanthin, and mixed carotenoid. And carotenoid in they are all carotenoid in a way, zeaxanthin, astaxanthin, and so mixed carotenoid, maybe some beta carotene, maybe, but that's not absolutely necessary. But
well, Dr. Prasad, I want people to understand what you just said, and that is a lot of times with CQF combination quantity and form, you've added ingredients because some of these ingredients are highly vulnerable to the environment and to degradation.
yes.
And so lutein, zeaxanthin, and astaxanthin, what makes these stable and helps them last longer in your capsules is Dr. Prasad's added vitamin C and vitamin E, and these two ingredients help to stabilize the environment so that those ingredients can be more effective.
And zinc was added just to be for overall health purpose.
So they also have additional health benefits, but like you say,
Yeah.
we get plenty of those in micro daily, but by adding those to the iBoost, it makes the iBoost more stable. So just want to just re-summarize the benefits of Eye Boost. It's formulated to fight free radicals, oxidative stress, and inflammation in the eye, which promotes long-term eye and vision health, which promotes eye strain and fatigue relief, and also creates and supports a enhanced contrast sensitivity. For me, I'm a personal testimonial of it. My eye prescription for the last 3 times I've gone in has just, or I think 2 or 3 times I've gone in, it's been better. And so I don't use my reading glasses very often. It's a rare day that I need those, and I don't wear glasses and I don't wear contacts. And so
Yeah.
Eye Boost has been a
Another
product,
thing,
Prasad,
yeah,
that has radically changed my life. And I thank you
right.
for it.
Another thing I want to mention, my wife and my son Che. Che has prior commitment, so I couldn't join it. But so they had a genetic of a glaucoma. So their eye pressure was high, like 20/21. And so when we developed this thing, I asked them to take it. And they go to the doctor, And despite of my wife was going to doctor for a long time. So despite of all those drops and everything, it was not decreasing like maybe 1 or 2 points. But when I started taking the EMI boost, then last month went to the doctor, it was 12 and 13.
Wow.
And same way Che. Che was like 18, 19, and now it is at 12, 13, 14, like that.
Well,
Genetic,
Dr.
this is a genetic component of glaucoma. In other words, even genetic component, they induce free radicals, oxidative stress and inflammation. So even like, for example, many times we have genetic disease, like Alzheimer, for a good example would be. And then right now you just wait till the disease appears at the age of 35 or 40 years because you inherit it from the parent. But during that time, people have published papers showing that you have increased oxidative stress marker and inflammation marker in the blood. So if you reduce them at the same time, the progression of disease will slow, and disease, instead of getting at 35 years of age, you may get at 60, 70, or 80 years of age. By that time, you enjoyed your life anyway. So,
Well, Dr. Prasad, your products have certainly blessed a lot of people's lives. And it's because of this fundamental science of, finding the nutrients that our body can utilize to neutralize
yes.
radicals, reduce oxidative stress, positively impact our and promote less inflammation. So these products they're all based on science and very fundamental, clinically demonstrated results. And so,
And science and a lot of published paper by many other people have published on this issue that we are talking about.
well, Dr. Prasad, thank you for sharing with us that. And so tonight, I want to share with everybody a promotion that we've never done. This is a one-time opportunity, and we don't do Brain Boost and Eye Boost very often in terms of our monthly product calls. And I can't remember the last time we ran a promotion special with either of these products. And we've never done this promotion. So right now, someone can buy 2 Brain Boosts and get 1 Eye Boost for free. The Eye Boost is more expensive than the Brain Boost. The Eye Boost is $51.49. The Brain Boost, I think, is right around $39.99. And so the Eye Boost is a $51.49 savings. So you can save a lot of money right now getting 2 Brain Boosts, get an Eye Boost, and experience the benefits of these 2 very important products. This promotion is going to start. It started tonight, and it will be going through next week, a week from tonight, the 23rd, next Thursday. So want to just make sure everybody has a chance to take advantage of this. It's going to be fantastic. Dr. Prasad also, and I just want to let everybody know the flash sale and all the information is available in the back office and app so that you can share it. You mentioned collagen earlier. Guess what,
Yeah.
Dr. Prasad? They are filling the stick packs today, and the stick packs, the new collagen stick packs, with the and literally thousands of units that were ordered when we ran the promotion. We're going to be shipping those out the first of next week. So everybody, Collagen Daily stick packs are coming. All of you that took advantage of the promotion and saved a ton of money, you're going to now have that product to enjoy. Also, we're going to make this live on the website starting tomorrow. So anyone that wants collagen in a easy travel stick pack, easy to use stick pack, here's the bag, here's the stick packs. Collagen Daily is now good to go. How about that, Dr. Prasad?
I think that's a very good idea.
I know a lot of people are excited for it. I know a lot of people now that instead of having to take a tub with them when they're traveling, myself included, we can now grab some collagen stick packs. Also, it makes it easy for serving size. You just open one up and mix it with your hot drink or however you like to take it. I know a lot of people mix it with their hydro, micro daily hydro. So collagen daily is now more convenient. So, and thank you to our affiliates for asking for that and customers. Yes, Dr. Prasad.
Can you make more comment about the collagen peptide?
Yes, please.
Recently I came across information, published information that it is very rich in amino acid called glycine. And when you have a glycine, this calms you down, your body temperature goes down when you are sleeping, and you can sleep well. And so I decided what I was doing to take the sleeping boost and the CBD. I was taking daily and I was sleeping very reasonably well, even under the condition of my neck collar. But what I did now, an hour before going to sleep, I use the collagen peptide and then take the sleeping booster at the same time,
Oh,
1 hour
wow.
before, so they get metabolized, and I sleep like mad in spite of all this difficulty of collarbone. So I
Wow.
just
And plus,
mentioned that
also,
another function is
I
that
know the collagen helped your neck. I mean, that's an important ingredient in your bone health and your
yes,
muscle.
it's so much, but it is most neglected. Collagen,
Well,
most
Dr.
neglected.
Prasad, our collagen, I want to remind everybody, it's unique in all the world. We got a patent on it in less than a year. It's the only collagen in the world with enzyme inhibitors. Those
Yes,
enzyme inhibitors neutralize negative enzymes that are degrading your collagen, causing your skin to
exactly.
wrinkle, causing, your hair to age, your bodies to age. We neutralize those so that the collagen can be optimal in benefiting your body. So the collagen daily is now alive, now shipping. So it's exciting. So just want to thank you, Dr. Prasad, the Michelangelo, the Leonardo da Vinci of
Thanks.
micronutrients. And thank you for helping Engage be the micronutrient company, the world's foremost company with solutions for your health and delivering optimal results for your health with micronutrition. Well, okay, everybody. Thank you for joining us for an eye boost and brain boost discussion. Dr. Prasad, thank you for bringing these amazing products to the world. Thank you personally from me to you. Your products have certainly changed my life and many thousands of others. And it's really exciting and fun to see you without your neck brace. You're back in action, and we look forward to Dr. Prasad. Well, we just let everybody know you've got a new product coming. So
Yep.
January is going to be a pretty exciting month, I'd say. So
Yeah.
everybody, lots of good stuff happening at Engage. Thank you for being a part of our family, our community, and join us tonight. And take advantage of this buy two, get a brain eye boost for free. And we will all see you again on the coming weeks. Have a good evening and God bless.